How do you pronounce this word? Do you say milk, malk, or some other variation? How about this word? Do you say pecan or pecan? How about this word? When it comes to words in languages, who decides what's correct? In English, for example, have you ever been told that you don't end a sentence in a preposition, such as what are you up to? It'd sound kind of weird to say, to what are you up? But that would be considered correct. How about saying that y'all isn't a real word? What's up y'all meaning you all? Instead of saying like, what's up everybody, or what's up crowd? It sounds kind of weird. So they make words, but it's not considered correct. Or even double negatives, saying that you can't not do something because that means you can, because two negatives would make it a positive. As it turns out, these rules are completely arbitrary. Typically, the language that's considered correct is often whatever's used by the people in power, or those in the upper class. It's not that the people in power choose to speak in an elegant, logical, or good manner, but simply that whatever they determine is good gets passed down and becomes the standard for the rest of the population, middle and lower class. Then, over time, that standard might stay in place for decades or centuries, even though the way that people speak is constantly changing. The language rules we hear about usually comes from this prestigious standard, but there are actually two types of rules. The first is those that people use to tell others how to speak, and the second is those that describe the way a community speaks. The second set of rules are called grammar. For example, the idea to not end a sentence in a preposition was actually coined by a bishop. In English, ending sentences with prepositions is extremely common and often necessary. I hope we can all agree that to what are you up sounds kind of weird coming out of my mouth, but saying what are you up to is something that you'll hear every day, multiple times a day. Unlike the languages of Spanish and French, where people from all dialects will move the preposition to the front, English tends to have more flexibility on where they want to put that. Or for another example, the word y'all being not a real word. It originates from the phrase you all, and it's replaced in all other contexts where the plural you is used. And one of the more popular ones is the pronunciation of pecan versus pecan, and which is correct. The age-old debate is really just a difference in stress placement, either pecan on the front half or pecan on the second half. And if you're wondering, according to English, both pronunciations are considered correct. Funny enough, the word itself comes from the Algonquian language family indigenous to North America, and so neither pronunciation is like the original. Our language biases are rooted in politics, culture, and history that shapes the way we interact and speak with others. So what can you do to reduce linguistic biases and discrimination? Well, first is build awareness. Acknowledging that there's an inequality in these language differences is taking the first step. Increasing awareness can help reduce negative perceptions around these non-standard dialects. The second thing is do some research. If there's an accent or a dialect that you're more interested in learning about, do the research on the intricacies of the history and learn more about it. And lastly is be curious. Whether you're learning a new language entirely or want to learn more about the language you already primarily speak, be curious and open to these variations. When you come across somebody with a different dialect or accent, be open-minded and have an honest conversation so that both sides can benefit and learn something. Because the truth is, every speaker has certain experiences that contribute to the way they speak their language. And nobody meets the standard at all times anyways. If you did enjoy, drop a like in the video and subscribe to the channel down below so you don't miss out on any future content I have coming. Other than that, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.